All right. Happy Monday, everyone, and welcome. We're just going to keep it simple today. And yeah, we're just going to express gratitude. So, we just came off of Father's Day. So if you want to express a gratitude, for your dad or your parents or anything like that, feel free. And if you just want to do or something maybe that you appreciate about them, that would be kind of cool, and or something that you might have got from them, or you could just do a general gratitude. So I'm just going to kind of leave it open to see wherever you want, however you feel like answering that. So whoever wants to kick us off.
I can go. I'm Sam, and I am grateful for my parents. They're going to come visit me this weekend, so it helped me clean my apartment.
Yeah, that's great. That's so nice. Awesome.
I'll go next. I was in the dollar store buying some stuff for my grandkids are coming to visit. But while I was there were Father's Day cards, and my parents are both gone. But there was the perfect one for my son-in-law. So I was mailing some things. I was mailing some books to my grandkids, and I was able to put the little Father's Day card in there. And so it came today, but he hasn't opened it yet. But it's like he's a very unique individual, highly skilled in many areas, just really and super introvert, but he's the best dad. So I was happy
Oh,
to
yeah,
acknowledge him in that.
that's a great gratitude. That's a talking about like a serendipitous surprise, right?
Exactly. Yep. Yeah. And
Yeah,
it was a pretty card. It was just like right there. That's
I
it.
know. Yeah, I love that. I love when things like that sort of align, and yeah, so that's cool. Thanks for sharing.
Am I the last one?
I
I'm
think it's you.
Jim. I'm Jim, and a gratitude for my father for a sense of humor. When I screwed up, he would say things like, "Jim, if you had a brain, you'd be dangerous."
Okay. Uh, a unique sense of humor, I would say that. Let's just, yeah, a unique sense of humor. So and I'm Cindy. Since we're all kind of doing dad gratitudes, I would say that I got strangely enough, I did get sort of this life of the party, very charismatic, very sort of big kind of energy where everyone knows your name sort of thing, from my dad. Um, and part of like when I wrote his obituary, um, I referenced there's a Cheers song, that says, and Cheers happens to be in Boston where my dad is from. And it's like it's this bar, a small middle of the nothing bar, but they made a TV series off of it called Cheers. And there would be like the characters in there, and but the tagline of the song would be like, you could go into this bar called Cheers where everyone knew your name. And so in the obituary, I wrote that because that was exactly my dad. He could go into any bar, he could go into any place, any whatever, and everyone knew my dad's name, Al David. And so yeah, I would say I got that, and I've just got gratitude for that sort of, and his entrepreneurial spirit, because I really am one of the very few people, if not the only person, that sort of went down this entrepreneurial route, like having the jewelry business and the yoga business and the 50 zillion other businesses and jobs and whatever that I've held over the years, even though I have higher education, and I am, next to my uncle, the second highest educated person in my entire family. So yeah, but entrepreneurism is not for the faint of heart. So so those are my gratitudes. And on that note, let's get into child's pose.
Yeah.
Spread the finger wide, land on the mat. Okay, we're going to have a good flow today. Take a deep inhale, take a deep exhale, and coming into this place of gratitude and grounding. A deep sense of gratitude for your practice, the ability to be able to just unplug for the next hour and to really dedicate your time to being present on the mat, present to your breath, and letting everything else go. Deep breath in, deep breath out. One more. Good. And then you're going to roll forward into a lazy up dog. So I would say just roll onto your knees, lightly press into the palms. We're not even going to take the head back. So you're just going to kind of sink in the belly. And I want you to sort of like bounce up and down. So it's a light bounce, okay? So you're just bringing just a little movement to the lower spine, okay? You're not really pressing too hard into the palms. And then I want you to tip the hips to the left and then to the right. Okay. Again, the knees are on the mat. Slight tipping left, right. Okay. And then look over the right shoulder, come back, look over the left shoulder, come back, right shoulder, come back, center, left shoulder, back, center, right, back to center, last one, left. Good. And then back to center as you push back, downward facing dog. One breath here, deep inhale. One breath, deep exhale. Walk to the top of the mat as you hang in ragdoll. Grab both elbows, slight sway. Okay. Let the head hang heavy. Maybe move from left to right, but just slightly. Again, opening the lower back, the low legs, hamstrings. Okay. Couple more breaths here. And then slowly rise, unwind the spine as you stack the vertebra one at a time. And then when you get to the top, shrug the shoulders up by the ears, down by the sides. Good. Bring the hands to heart center. Close the eyes. Take a deep inhale. Take a deep exhale. Good. Inhale for Om. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then just stay here for one more moment of pause. Maybe actually take a time to set an intention for your practice. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Something that you may need that you're not aware of. Like maybe you need some compassion for yourself, some love, some kindness, just some gentleness. That's kind of what I'm feeling right now. Compassion and gentleness. Yeah, maybe you can bring that spirit in to your practice today. One more deep inhale. One more deep exhale. And then gently open the eyes. Inhale the hands up. Lift up, reach up, stretch up. And then lean to the right. Side body stretch. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Good. Lean over, one more. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Good. And then lift up to center, reach up, stretch up, and then lean to the left. Okay. Side body stretch, deep inhale. Good. Deep exhale, push a little bit more, inhale. Exhale. And then back to center as you take a back bend. So push from the hips forward. Trace an imaginary line on the ceiling. breath in, breath out. Pushing from the hips, which creates the curvature in the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the grip as you forward fold. Nice and easy. Good. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Walk the legs out to downward facing dog. Okay. Walk the dog, pedal the feet. Breath in, breath out. Small movements, okay? So you can walk the dog, you can roll into plank and back to dog. Just press the palms into the mat, the heels into the mat. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Good. Breath in, breath out. Last little bit, inhale, exhale. Good. Warrior one, right side. Right foot through the hands, left is on the angle. Shift the hips, take the arms up. Bend in the front knee, palms face each other. Breath in, breath out. Okay. Go right into the Ujjayi breath. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Deep inhale, breath in. Deep exhale, let it go. In and out. Lift up to the ceiling. Sink a little bit more in the front knee. Okay. One more breath here. And then drop into warrior two. So look over that right middle finger. Activate the arms, the core. Stay on the breath. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Okay. Energy shoots out from both arms. Good, Margaret. Sam. Yep. Jim, you got it. Okay. As you activate the core, the belly still pulls in. The energy shoots out from both arms. If I was to place my arms underneath you, you'd give me resistance with the palms. That's how much you're actually, pressing down sort of in the air, activating those arms. Deep inhale, one more. Deep exhale. Good. Peaceful warrior. Stay with the bend in the right knee. Right hand goes up, left hand down the back leg. Breath in, breath out. Sink a little bit more. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Last one, breath in, breath out. Good. Extended side angle. Right hand to the right knee, left hand up and over. Okay, palm faces the ceiling. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Breath in, breath out. Pinky side faces the floor. Inhale, exhale. In and out through the nose. So let's just start the tapas, breathing in and out as much as you can, in and out through the nose. One more here. Good. And then come out of that, frame the foot, take the right leg back, step it back, downward facing dog. Okay. Deep inhale, deep exhale, in and out through the nose, even when you're in down dog. One more here. Good. Warrior one, left side. Left foot through, right's on the angle. Shift the hips, take the arms up. Palms face each other. Breath in, breath out. In and out through the nose. Sink into that front knee. Lift up, deep inhale. Deep exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Couple more breaths here. Lifting to the ceiling as you rise, and then exhale as you lower the pelvic floor to the ground. Inhale, exhale. Okay, keep it up. A couple more breaths. One more. Warrior two. Again, legs are in position. Stay on the breath. Look over that left middle finger. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Breath in, breath out. In through the nose, out through the nose. Again, energy shoots out from the arms. It's not flabby arms. It's energy shooting out. It's like my palms are underneath you for invisible sort of resistance, okay? Belly's in, deep inhale, deep exhale. One more. Reverse the warrior, left hand up. Keep the bend in that left knee. Right hand goes down the back leg. Good, Jim. Stay on the breath. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Okay. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. One more here. Extended side angle. Left hand, left knee. Right hand up and over on the angle. Left palm faces the ceiling. Right pinky side faces the floor. Okay. Yep. Good angles. Sam, good. Margaret, yep, you got it. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Good. One more inhale. One more exhale. And then come out, frame the foot, take the left leg back, step it back, downward facing dog. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Walk or jump, top of the mat. Halfway, fold, chair, fold. Halfway, fold, chair, fold. Halfway, fold, chair, fold. Halfway, fold, chaturanga, take it back, lower down, elbows come in, up dog, down dog, crescent lunge right side, right foot forward, toes of the left. Rise up, inhale, exhale, in and out through the nose, deep inhale, deep exhale. Come up higher on those left toes as you reach for the ceiling with the inhale. Exhale, sink into that front knee a little bit more, 2 more breaths. Inhale, exhale. Last one, breath in. Last one, breath out. Hands to center, twist to the right, and hold. Okay? Pressing the palms together, twist a little bit more. Twist a little bit more. Last one, breath in. Last one, breath out. And then take it back, right leg goes back and flow, chaturanga, up dog, down dog, crescent lunge left side. Left foot forward, toes of the right. Rise up, inhale, exhale. Again, come up on those right toes. Palms face each other, bend generously in that left knee, and then stay on the breath in and out through the nose. Yep, good, Sam. Breath in, breath out. One more here. And then bring the hands to center as you twist to the right and hold. Again, you're on those back right toes. Twist and breathe. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Twist some more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Last one. And then come out of the twist, hands down, left leg back, lower down and flow. Upward, downward. Inhale. Exhale, walk or jump, top of the mat. Halfway, fold, chair pose. Sit down and hold. Okay, sit down a little bit lower. Hold some more. Arms reach above the head. One more breath in, one more breath out. Good. Hands to center as you twist to the right and hold. Sit down as low as you can and get deeper into that twist. Stay for 5, 4, press the palms together for 3, twist some more for 2, and 1, back to center. Inhale, exhale, twist left and hold. Okay. Twist, breathe. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Stay for 5. Twist some more for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Back to center. Stay down for 3, 2, 1. Forward fold. Grab the big toes. Pull, pull, pull. Palms to feet. One more. Good. And then roll up, stacking the vertebrae one at a time as you rise to the top. Bring the shoulders up by the ears, down by the sides. Good. And then grab a sip of water. Hopefully you were warmed up.
Yes.
Little different pacing from this morning, huh?
Yes, indeed.
All right. Very good. Middle of the mat. Eagle right side. So right under and then right leg up and around. Okay. So you're going to wrap the arms, wrap the legs, bring the knees into the frame of the body. Stay on the breath. Okay. Hug everything in. You can always grab the tops of the shoulders. Okay. You can go palm to palm or tips of the fingers. Staying on the breath. Inhale. Exhale. In and out through the nose, okay? So again, keep those tapas, that internal heat going. Breath in, breath out. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Good, last one, inhale. Last one, exhale. Unwind, eagle left side, okay? So left under right, left leg up and around. Again, wrap the arms, wrap the legs, okay? Hug everything into the midline of the body. See if you can make minor adjustments with the knees and the elbows so that they get back in place. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Inhale through the nose, exhale. One more. Good. Unwind. And then go right into second set. So eagle right side, right under, right leg up and around. Okay. We're going to move to airplane in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Unwind. Airplane. Right leg goes back. Palms face the floor. Stay on the breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Half moon. Left hand to the floor or the block, right hand up. Okay? You can also use a soup can or a canned good can just to prop yourself off the floor, okay, if you don't have a block, right? Deep inhale, deep exhale, one more, and then slowly rise. Good, and then shake it out. Eagle left side, left under, left leg up and around, okay? Breath is in and out through the nose, okay? Wrap the knees, wrap the elbows. And then we're moving to airplane in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Unwind. Airplane. Okay. Left leg goes back, palms go back. Okay. Good. Sam, yep, stay there. Extend that left leg. Lock out the right. Good, Jim. Good. Moving to half moon. Right hand to the floor of the block, left hand up. Stay on the breath. In and out through the nose. Resist the temptation to do nose and mouth breathing. One more. Good. And then come out. Good. Shake it out. Okay. Shake it out. Good. Standing knee raise right side, right hand, right knee. Okay, again, lock out the left side, belly goes in, deep inhale, deep exhale. Spine is straight. You're in alignment. Inhale, exhale. Good. Last one, breath in. Last one, breath out. Good. Warrior 3, right leg goes back, reach the arms forward. Nice and controlled as you hinge from the hips. The legs are secondary in this pose. Breath in, breath out. Good. Inhale, exhale. Hands to the floor, standing splits. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then lower the right leg. Toes touch, big toes touch, halfway. Fold, rise. Arms come out to a T as you swoop up. Hands to heart center. Okay? Good. Standing knee raise, left side. Left hand to the left knee. Lock out the right, belly pulls in. Spine again is straight, so you are in alignment. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more inhale. One more exhale, shift, warrior 3. Reach the arms forward, left leg goes back. Okay, staying on the breath, deep inhale, deep exhale. Good job, everyone. Good. Standing splits, hands to the floor, left leg lifts. Chin is in a throat lock position. Staying on the breath, deep inhale, deep exhale. Last one. Good. And then lower the leg halfway. Again, fold. Arms come out to a T as you swoop up. Circle the arms through to the heart. Good. Last one, tree right side. Okay. Again, keep the breath in and out through the nose. We're building tapas, the natural heat in the body. Okay. Lock out that left side. Bring the right foot to the inside of the left calf or the inner part of the thigh. You just don't want it on the knee. Okay. Ground down, and then you decide if you want to have mudra fingers, if you want to have your palms out, okay, or if you want to keep them low to the thing. But the motion in the back, okay, you're going to squeeze the shoulder blades open. It doesn't matter if the palms are here, if you're in mudra, okay, you squeeze the shoulders open, you open the heart, okay, this is a heart opener, tree is a heart opener, okay, and you shine the heart forward and then you breathe. So it doesn't matter where you are, but think of your shoulder blades rolling into each other, okay? Stay on the breath, couple more. One more. Good. And then release. Shake it out. Tree left side. Okay. Lock out the right side. Okay. Bring the left foot to the inside of the right calf or the inner part of that left thigh. Okay. Ground down. Again, hands can be at the center. The fingers can be in mudra, palms can be out. But again, you're going to squeeze the shoulder blades so there's a space in between the shoulder blades. And it's like someone, if I put my hands on your back, it would spread your shoulder blades like that, okay? So that's how much you're opening in the front of the body. Staying on the breath, okay? Deep inhale, deep exhale. One more in and out through the nose. Good. And then lower and then shake it out. Okay. Shake it out. Good. Shake it out. All right. Top of the mat, extended mountain, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Okay. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Walk the legs out to downward facing dog. Roll into plank, inhale, exhale, dog. Inhale, roll for plank. Exhale, down dog. 3 more. Inhale, plank. Exhale, dog. Again, you're just hinging from the hips. Inhale, exhale. Last one, breath in. Last one, breath out. Good. Bend the knees, take a deep squat. Inhale, and then exhale, plank. Inhale, take a deep squat. Exhale, plank. Inhale, squat. If you can do it in and out through the nose, even better. Exhale, plank. Last 2, inhale, squat. Exhale, plank. Last one, squat, deep squat. And then plank, and then down dog. Drop to the knees. You're going to come on all fours, and we're going to do some cat-cows. So you'll dip the belly, shoulders down and back, deep inhale. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. 2 more. Drop the belly, look up. Reach up, stretch up. Exhale, round the spine. Shake out the head. Right hand to the center, open to the left. And then thread the needle. Left arm goes all the way through. Left ear to the mat. Right arm hooks around. Use the arms as a lever to get deeper into the stretch. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Twist some more as you open and see if you can find another opening. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Last one, breath in. Last one, breath out. Good. And then come back to neutral. Right hand to the center as you open to the left. Thread the needle. Left arm goes all the way through. Left ear on the mat. Wait, were we just here? Yeah. Sorry. I get yoga brain. Okay, so, yeah. Left hand, center, and now take it through. Sorry, right arm up. Take it through. Thread the needle. Okay, twist and open the arms. At least someone is paying attention, Sam. Twist and open. Twist and breathe. And then just stay on the breath. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Good. One more. And then come back to center. And again, let's, on all fours, let's do some cat-cows. Dip the belly, shoulders down and back. Inhale. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. Drop the belly, inhale. Drop the belly, exhale. Last one, breath in. Breath out. Good. And then find your way to the heels as you sit on your heels. Okay. Spine is straight, eyes are closed. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. In through the nose. Out through the nose. Even in these positions, okay? Keep that tapas, the heat, the gradual heat, the sweat and the heat, the energy that you're building with your breath, okay? Keep that going. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. 3 more deep breaths like that. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Last one, inhale. Last one, exhale. Good. And then find your way to a seated position. Spine is straight. Right hand to the left knee. You're going to take a gentle twist. Right hand, left knee. You're going to straighten the spine, and you're only twisting at the waist, like you were twisting out a dish rag. You're going to look over the left shoulder and twist some more. Hold, twist, and breathe. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then release. Left hand, right knee. Right hand comes behind you. Again, straighten the spine. Good. Yep, Margaret, Sam, this looks good. Twist over. Look over the right shoulder. Hold and breathe. Twist. Breathe. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Twist some more. One more. Good. And then come back to center. So you're going to stay in a cross-legged position. I'm going to scoot up and show you. We've done this before. It was a while ago, but this is kind of like an energistic. You're going to stay in cross-legged pose, okay? This is like an energistic. You're going to take your arms out. So the palms are going to face up. And the breath is going to be in and out through the nose. So we're going to keep that, the top is going. But literally you're going to inhale and then exhale through the nose, flip the arms over, okay? And it's going to go pretty quickly. So it'll be like, okay? So you're literally like it's really taking a sip through the nose, and you're not really doing an exhale because you're like, so you sniff in, and then you sniff again, and then you just keep flipping the energy, okay? So palms out, start, inhale, and then flip. And it's a very fast flip, okay? So it's an inhale and then exhale. It's like, think of your arms like you're dumping bad energy behind you, dumping whatever doesn't serve you, and you're getting rid of that sort of negativity. This is a very, very powerful with the combination of the breath in through the nose, okay? Keep it going. You can close the eyes, okay? But you're taking a really big sniff through the nose. Halfway. Three more. Last one. Good. Now, float the hands down. Fingers are going to be in mudra. So the thumb and index finger connect. 3 fingers are going to be down the knees. Eyes are closed. So you should feel a surge of warmth in the chest area, probably between the 3rd, 4th, your heart chakra, and possibly even in the 5th chakra. These centers in your body should be pretty, maybe even in the back of your spine. I feel pretty warm back there as well, okay? So just ground in, fingers down, 3 fingers down the knees, okay? Deep inhale, deep exhale. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. You'll hear your breath in the back of the throat. Inhale, exhale. Good. Last one, inhale. Last one, exhale. Now you're going to flip the palms, and we're going to just do what's called Sufi grinds. So you're just going to bow forward, you're going to lean to the right, you're going to come back, and then to the left, okay? We're not going to do any mantras or anything like that. We're just going to use, again, so you'll bow forward, you'll go to the right. On the way back, the arms do actually extend, but it's just for like a split second, okay? So, and then you're just, and you're not like dipping the head down. So you're leading from the heart. Then you go to the right, back. So you can kind of see my spine is still straight in this pose. And you're literally just moving from the waist. So kind of think of it like as a butter churn, okay? Close the eyes so you don't get dizzy. Bow forward, to the right, back, left. The breath is in through the nose. After you get to 6 o'clock, you're going to start your exhale through the nose, okay? Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. This breath is specific to massage the internal organs, the intestines, small intestine, liver cleansing. Keep it going. Slow rotation in and out through the nose. Three more. Good. Spine is straight. And then just stay here for a moment, hands on the knees, just recalibrate. Look through your eyes. The sit bones are firmly rooted into the mat. Take a deep inhale. Take a deep exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Last one, breath in. Breath out. Good. And then you're going to reverse the flow. So you'll just bow forward, take it to the left, back, right. Inhale through the nose at 6 o'clock. You will start your exhale, and it's one breath, one rotation, okay? So it's, make sure you do that. Again, try to see if you can straighten the arms just even for half a second. But really, you're just moving the waist. You're moving at the waist, kind of like, it's literally almost like a serpent kind of movement, okay? In and out through the nose. Three more. Last one. Good. And then come back again, hands on the knees, spine is straight. In through the nose, exhale through the nose. Inhale, exhale. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Last one. Good. Then you're going to take the hands to the back of the head. You're going to inhale the elbows together through the nose, exhale out. Okay, this is going to go rather quickly and it'll look like this. So in and out through the nose, in, out. That's all you're doing. We're not twisting or anything. You're just, you're firing up that heart chakra center and the throat chakra, okay? In and out through the nose. This is actually really good for your third eye, the sixth chakra, and actually beneficial for the seventh chakra as well, which is your divinity, connection to God or higher power or spirit. Keep going. Almost there. Three more. Two more. Last one. And then float the arms down. Again, fingers back to mudra. So you should feel pretty fired up in the third, fourth, fifth chakras. Maybe even the heat is traveling upward, maybe. Okay. Keep the eyes closed, ground in, deep inhale, deep exhale. Breath in, breath out through the nose. 3 more, just like this. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one, breath in. Last one, breath out. Good. And then slowly open the eyes, extend the legs out in front of you. You're going to take the hands up, prayer hands. Okay, interlace the index fingers up over the head. Inhale. Feet are hip width distance apart. As you come over, reach with the pointer fingers over the toes. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale again over. The breath is still in and out through the nose if you can do it. So it'll sound like this. Three more. Last one. Good. And then come out into bound angle. Bring the soles of the feet together. Okay. From here, listen carefully. You're going to use the elbows to push the knees down. Yes. Okay. But from here, you're going to straighten your spine. Okay. So your feet are bound. The heels are touching. We're going to do breath of fire from this position. So as a quick reminder, the breath is in and out through the nose. You're going to actively push those knees down to open up the hip center, and then you're going to pump that belly. It's going to look and feel like this. So the tops of the shoulders are not moving. You're going to just lightly bend those knees out, and then you're going to be breathing, but the spine is going to stay straight here. So it'll be like, join me when you're ready. And if you can't get the knees down, don't worry. Just do the spine straight and keep the breath of fire going, okay? In and out through the nose. Keep it going. Keep those tapas. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Yeah. All right, legs out in front of you. Left crosses over right. Left hand comes behind you. Right hand crosses up in front of that left knee. Again, straighten the spine. As you look over the left shoulder, twist it out some more. Breathe. Twist and breathe. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Twist some more. Good. And then come out of the twist as you hook the left arm under that left knee. And then you're going to rock back and forth. You're going to cradle that foot. You're going to just rock open the hip. Okay. Stay here. A couple more breaths. Good. And then you're going to just see what is available for you. You're going to, you're going to take the left leg, okay, and you're going to see how much, if you can get it to the top of the head, if you can get the leg at the back of the neck, whatever's available to you, okay? You're just going to lift up and you're going to try to dip your head under there. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And then you're going to cross the left leg down and over. So left leg is going to be on top. Okay. And then the right is going to come underneath. The knees are going to be stacked underneath each other. You can use blocks under the hips. You're going to grab this middle of the feet, and then you're going to bow to that top knee. Couple more breaths here. Good. And then you're going to take the left leg out, left leg down, right leg out. Seated forward fold. Okay, so right leg is out, left is in. Last little bit. Good. And then release. And then switch it out. Yeah, how did we get into the other side? What did we do? Oh, right over left. Sorry, I got it. It took yoga brain today. Okay, so twist it out. Right hand comes behind you. Left crosses in front of that right knee. Straighten the spine as you look over. Deep inhale, twist a little bit more. Deep exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Twist some more. One more. Good. And then come out of the twist, hook the right arm under that right knee, and then rock back and forth. Okay, opening up that hip. Okay, kind of working that ball and socket joint. Okay, hip flexibility and mobility is crucial, especially as we age. Sam, you don't have to worry about this. Not yet. But for the majority of us on this yoga class, we do. Okay, couple more. Good. Take the right leg up. Okay, you're going to just see if you can get it maybe on the crown of the head. Bow the neck in, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then you're going to drop the left knee down, stack the right knee on top. Okay. Again, cross the knees. And then grab the middle of the feet as you bow. Is this right? Did I flip my knees? No. Yeah, this is right. I think this is right. And if not, do the other side. I got a little disoriented tonight. It's okay. Good. Slowly come out and then extend. Again, fold the right leg in, left leg goes out. Seated leg extension. Last little bit here. Okay. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then bring both legs into the center, arms to the rib cage, to the sides as you roll down. Okay. Slow, slow, slow. And then you're going to fold right into Shavasana. Okay. Feet flop open. Palms face the ceiling. Eyes are closed. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And for the next few minutes, just enjoy your rest. This is the integration between body, mind, and spirit. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Okay. Today in Shavasana, I'm going to read from the 72 Names of God. This chapter today is on revealing the concealed. The ego distorts reality so that we see only what it wants us to see. This name ends our tunnel vision and stops our delusions so that we perceive truth in our daily circumstances and see things as they really are. Kabbalah teaches that concealment always precedes revelation. A seed is concealed in the ground in order to produce a tree. A baby is concealed in the womb before it is born into our world. A new invention is concealed in the inventor's mind before it appears in material form. Electrical energy must be concealed in a wire to express its power in our lives. A writer conceals ideas and principles inside metaphors and stories in order to reveal universal truths in the mind of the reader. The genuine light of the Creator and the ultimate truths of life are also first concealed before they're revealed. It's up to us to strive to uncover these truths, to restore the light into the world so that the pain and suffering, deceit and hatred are eternally abolished from the landscape of human existence. Meditation. You bring forth the power of observations to see the truth and the courage to handle it. Start to bring in some slow movement, wiggling the fingers and the toes and allowing yourself to come back to the breath. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Gently roll to the right side, cupping your head in your hands. Pausing. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Give up a word or phrase of gratitude for your body, your health, your practice, our time together. And gently find your way to a seated position. Bring the hands to center. Keep the eyes closed. Take a deep inhale. Take a deep exhale. Inhale for closing Om. Hands to third eye, bow. Thank you for your beautiful practice, Jim, Sam, Margaret, and myself. I appreciate each and every one of you. Together, we all say Namaste.
Stay. Very good.
Really good class. Excellent, everyone. Get this.